Hey guys, it's Will and Away, and welcome back to AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana initiative. Last time we left off, we were talking to Naixatloz, but our Iris-E asks us a question. What ability do you want? Shit.
That's not an ability.
Telepathy.
I don't know what we're going for.
Time control.
Because the Hitomi-E said loving in the description, so I don't know if we want to go with loving. But I don't know if we want to go crazy or impish either. I mean, brave,
I don't know how to get to brave.
We've been really bad at it.
How about, I'm just gonna go the opposite of what I would think, right?
Okay.
X-ray vision. Fuck. Erotic-y.
Okay.
Alright, let's continue. Hello.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Chikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see. Chikara is a former member of NICE.
God bless. Bless you.
Though this was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
Good God, our Switch is dying over there.
It's an organization that split off from NICE. You could say they are a sect.
God, your secret organization has basically become a religion and then separated into sects? You poor soul.
The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society.
I want this thing to stop.
Despite our
making that
common
noise.
roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that Nyes created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from NICE.
I really like her. I know she's probably the villain
She's a baddie.
and a mastermind, but
By the way,
adorable.
would you mind if I asked you a question?
The little fingers.
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyr?
What the fuck?
Freyr?
That's like the equivalent of somebody walking up to you and being like, "Are you a sinner?" What?
More like, are
I
you
am
a
asking
saint?
the person within you.
Oh, I guess.
What?
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyr?
A Freyr? Let's lie.
Let's
Lie. Yes.
Hey, Ryuki.
As I thought. Then you've realized this world is fictional. Am I correct?
The world is fictional? Yes.
Ryuki, what's gotten into you?
Fucking Tama, do you not realize I'm fucking lying, bitch?
Ryuki.
Then please tell me the nil number. If you truly are a Freyr, you should know it.
What is the nil number? Nil. Like null? Let me guess, is it a long thing of numbers?
I mean, it's numbers.
Well, it says number.
I mean, but that's like...
I don't fucking know it. We're gonna guess.
You get it right. I think I'd actually shit my pants. Girl, just guess.
Damn. Oh, so it'll... Wait, it lets me keep testing it?
It's gotta be the full.
Oh. So a full number? No.
So, you don't
Oh,
know.
no, I didn't mean to exit out.
In other words, you lied.
Oh, good.
She
saw
shoots
right
you.
through it. I thought that I could get her to keep talking if I fake my way through it.
Way to go.
What is a nil number? What is a Freyr?
Get the
Frey. Frey. Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, Are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR
I want her
video.
outfit.
The word Frey being displayed
Just
on
in
that
green.
sign must be a coincidence.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Yeah, but I have green hair, so purple wouldn't match.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation, a false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such
You're weird.
glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28,
Really? I couldn't have guessed, Tama.
1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship.
Really? You shoot a powerful electromagnetic wave as at a ship called Eldridge? Like Eldrick?
Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar.
That did not happen.
But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just
That
a
would be
cold
really
story
cool
with
though
low
if we actually
credibility.
could get that working in reality. Could you imagine sending a spy directly into the middle of a meeting with your enemies and then 5 minutes later sending them back? Relate Thomas' story directly to Tokyo. Or you could take a cat, because I know...
Who?
I don't know. You could take a cat, right, and you could put a mic around its like collar, teleport it into that meeting so you could hear shit, and then teleport it back out.
Are you Russian?
No,
Yes,
Isn't that what they did?
exactly.
I think so. I think they were
However, the story
did they make
doesn't
robot
end
cats or
there.
whatever?
When the
And then the
USS
first
Eldridge
cat
returned to
ran into the street and got
Philadelphia,
ran over immediately after.
there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened.
Would you rather melt or burn?
Neither.
Pick.
No.
Others were said to have merged.
Or would
with
you
the
rather be
steel
merged?
hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship.
Melted, merged, or burned?
Merged?
Does
They're all
that sound
painful.
familiar?
Burned. I'd rather be burned.
Burned?
Because that's
No.
burned.
You mean Jin?
Because melted, you would feel it like start to...
Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible, if a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
She's like, I really don't give a shit. Can you leave?
Get the fuck out.
Oh, we were kicked out? Okay. Yoyagi Park.
You lied to me. Get the hell out.
Why are you smiling?
Stop it.
You
Oh,
like
'cause he's
this
seen
park,
Tama.
don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature.
See.
It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down.
I'm an alcoholic.
Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Jeez.
And the lights did go off.
Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Damn.
What'd you pull out? What is it?
A
What is...
saddle whip or something?
Yeah. Why do you have that, Tama?
It was that or a baton.
I choose baton. Whoa, this is cool. Is he only seeing this out of his left eye?
He closed
What
his
the?
eyes.
Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. are not actually there.
Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there.
Imagine you're just walking around like, whoa, guys.
You fell into
Corpse
like the
looks so
fountain.
real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Alright, let's start looking around.
Virtual reality activation. The VR allows you to walk around the scene and gather information. Tama's special vision mode, such as X-ray mode, can be applied to everything. By changing the special mode, what you inspect will change. Use this to find information.
Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
There's the corpse. There's people. Oh, so you can just switch as you want.
And it'll be different things.
See the back of the set? There are a bunch of mannequins here. That's not fucking creepy.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's you-know-what.
Couldn't you have compared it to a fish hook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily.
No, it's barbed.
Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. The signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
Obtain information. Sign stabbing corpse. The signboard was stuck in the corpse, so it's difficult to remove. Why?
What's this? There's something inside the body.
3 things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily. The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the
bomb.
way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance
Aluminum.
that causes a
I don't know if
thermite
I love
reaction.
people say that.
When ignited, it creates heat of over
Aluminum.
3,000 degrees
I
Celsius.
like how we both
and
wear the
burns
British
violently.
version.
The incorrect version.
Yep. Situation of corpse internals. Inside the corpse is a fuel that goes off with even the slightest impact of fuse, and it says substance. Yep. Thermite. We do like thermites. It's a podium used by the quiz show host. There's a big
Looks
monitor.
like it's there so the performers can check how they look on screen.
Barely.
Camera. The body was shown to the entire world through this camera. So actually kind of weird.
Maybe it's for having tea during breaks.
Big yawn. Camera. Camera. It's a monitor checking yourself. It's a seat for the quiz show contestants. Yep. A maybe?
The questions for the quiz
I'ma
also
be.
show
Sorry.
Uh,
So we've looked at everything except him in normal mode.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already.
You good?
yawning.
Oh.
It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this
So
point.
around 40 hours you start to lose rigor mortis.
It should take more
Depending on
time
how
to
you
get to
died.
this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors. Someplace warm.
Rigor mortis was already fading. The body had somewhat softened by the time it was found. Could you imagine that? A squishy body.
It's a signboard.
Yeah.
Squish, squish.
It's a signboard. Yeah.
These aren't good for much other than for show.
Am I missing something?
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Can you see the corpse again?
Like this?
No, just regular way.
What's this? Getting a better look at it. It looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread.
Oh, that. I did see
No.
that. I just thought it was something going
Thinner.
wrong with the, you know, the
A
X-ray.
fray.
Huh?
A fray. No, okay.
My analysis concludes
not
that
laughing.
this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers.
But how? Good God.
A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
How do you even fucking use that then?
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way,
So it's like a
CNTs
spider's
are
thread.
extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
Through the rafters. Down.
That way. Over by that red lamp. What's this?
It's the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it.
CNT extending from corpse. The CNT extending from the corpse is threaded to the ceiling beam and tied to the light switch. Does that mean they had to fucking get up into the goddamn rafters? Someone was just crawling around up there.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
You've got this, right?
Huh? Truth reenactment allows you to find the truth of the information you've gathered. Answer Thomas' question with the best answer. Only by correctly answering your questions will be the truth will be reenacted.
Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power
God.
outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
Someone just...
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
The fucking light switch? Is it really that? I feel like, please.
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of some...
How the fuck am I gonna know whether somebody was near the lights or not? They threw the electric Bullshit. Is that the only options we have? Is it either... Didn't we touch the button and it went out? Because weren't we gonna answer something?
I don't remember.
The answer button by this contestant's seat is actually...
It's not a light switch.
Okay. I'm gonna guess somebody just threw something with the kettle.
An electric
Maybe if someone turned on this kettle while the studio was using its maximum amperage.
But the breaker didn't trip. There must be some other way.
What fucking other way? He turned it off.
They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
There's a bundle of CTs to the body.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
Oh, damn!
No,
Pardon?
but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
The culprit must have been hiding up in the ceiling, and when the time was right, they dropped the corpse.
A simple answer, but no. I've
Why are we
already
making everything
confirmed
fucking
that no one was
difficult?
up there.
Oh my goodness, the rage. It
Can you
started.
think of some other way?
Oh, let me guess. Rigor mortis softened, because that's the only thing that would make sense.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis.
So he was just fucking up there like...
The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams.
Yeah, and then when it softened, it just...
It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down. Now, for the final question, why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using
Because
the
somebody
X-ray
turned it on. Oh, never mind. Okay, well, I guess we'll just do the corpse. Move! We'll do the corpse because he has the bomb in it, yeah.
It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
Damn. She called it old.
So antiquated.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor?
His face.
Please, I didn't even go to college.
Such a... I thought you were pulling Pokemon cards for a minute. I was about to be like...
Excuse me,
So,
sorry.
I'm Tama, the director
So
and
are
camera
you fucking kidding
operator.
me now?
Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting. So keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor!
Woo.
Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Academy Award.
Macadamy? Like the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started.
She's going nuts.
Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring...
It's the
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even
is
understand
too.
what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am an amateur!
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now. Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well,
Well,
it was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for
Falls
the rigor
on.
mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse
Oh,
gets
God.
softer soon. It needs to be soft and squishy. Like an octopus.
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it.
Look how he's moving, like...
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
it's gross.
I don't understand how it falls, like, straight down like that.
The body falls,
Like,
and the
come
impact
on.
sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives.
Imagine if people are caught by it.
What?
Like by the body.
Oh.
And that is the truth
thought you were
behind
speaking
the corpse's
gibberish for a
sudden
minute.
appearance and cut!
Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
For fun.
Fancy. My Iba should be asking for me soon, hopefully.
I've been waiting for her.
It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't, though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere, just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
Called it! My baby.
I think it might grow.
What phenomenon do you like? Rapping sound? Near-death experience, ectoplasm, poltergeist. Poltergeist. Fuck. Clay pigeons are shot with the sea. Nope, still a child. Definitely gonna be another Hitomi.
Maybe.
I keep messing it up. Why did the culprit blow up the corpse?
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT.
CNT is highly flammable carbon material. It doesn't stand a chance against 3,000 degree temperature, but it bonds with oxygen to create carbon dioxide, which helps extinguish the flame. Interesting. About the time.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
About the reason the corpse's cross-section was facing downward.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Cool.
Cool, bud.
Cool.
So, to wrap it all up, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
Phenomenon.
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
She
I
loves
wonder
Trouble
why
Room.
Jin was chosen.
Okay.
Who knows?
Are you? Look, you think she wouldn't?
She would. I see her more as a Kesha girl, though.
Yes, that's so true.
Aiba would be Chapel.
No, I was like, I don't even know.
Aiba likes classical.
Where could his
likes
left side
underground.
be?
It hasn't been found yet.
EDM.
Anyway, starting our search for the
That
people
makes
who
sense.
might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director, Shinpei Wagai.
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now, at the Maid Cafe Sunfish
Oh my-
Pocket.
Well, his
Good
girl
God.
works there, so
Does she?
yeah, that's what he said.
Oh. Completely forgot about that. I even forgot he had a girl. What?
I just like giving you faces.
There was a limousine. Alright. Oh, she's cute. She kind of reminds me of like that one girl from Persona 5.
And
Mm-hmm.
she is adorable.
There he is.
Ah, shit.
Damn!
Come on, man. Not in this fine establishment.
Oh god, I forgot what buttons are what. Oh. Hopefully no one's out that door. Here we go.
I wonder who owns the place.
Isn't it Lemon Escape?
You could have just taken the gun from him, bud.
Nah, kick to the face.
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
Not anymore.
There were.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
No!
What? I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail!
You dumb fuck, don't shoot.
That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either.
You're so stupid.
All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said,
He said, do this.
Damn.
Okay.
5 million.
so me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Don't snitch.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
So do we get to keep the money?
It's not our money to begin with.
Someone's gonna be dead.
Guys, I'm scared.
Hold it.
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics.
No one will miss him.
Chikara Horodori.
True.
No way. It can't be.
I'm gonna guess it has to do something with Naixatloz. You're telling me she asked, what does he have to do with this? And then he ends up dead.
Is he in trouble?
But I love her. I'm gonna be done. Ikumi. Date? Date. Fuck. What? I think he was cut in half for a minute. Oh,
Mr.
no.
Date told me about this shrine.
Mr. Date.
This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park. It's just calming here.
I could fall asleep to this music.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
Yeah, just give me some of the shocks, you know? Just,
What do you
what
mean?
is it, electrotherapy? Yeah.
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
I don't wanna.
fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Let's start then.
Thanks, bestie.
does that mean she can go get me a beer? And she can't disobey. Don't do that. Here we go. My thing is, I wonder how they made him sticky.
Ew.
Well, you know, like to
perfect.
stick to the wall.
It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a
Oh, it's
skill
not even a real body? Oh no, it is a real body.
I'm sorry, Reed.
Well, I heard 3D modeling.
This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
What?
I know.
I need to draw my eyeball with that eye.
Shocked.
Yeah.
That was so bad, the joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
I like the big eye.
The reason the corpse is on the blackboard is because it doesn't have internal organs anymore. The open space inside the body has a lower pressure than the outside. It's similar to how suction cups work. Are you gonna throw up in my room?
Disgusting.
That's cool. That means our bodies work like suction cups when we don't have guts.
Well, if that's even based in reality.
Look, look. What if I just squish someone into the wall? All the innards are
out.
Get the scraper again. Like how you have to pop off suction cups. The right half the body. Do you think someone will have to pry this corpse off the wall?
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the
What if
blackboard.
what if that was your job?
Oh god.
What's the estimated time of death?
I wouldn't be working there.
Based
in
on the
first
time the
place.
body was discovered, that would make it about 4
That
hours
would
ago.
be... Who does takes the corpses from the crime scenes? Is that forensics or is that somebody else? That's the medical examiner, I believe.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th. Right
No,
around the time we
probably
were
go to
meeting
the
with
pathologist
Tokiko.
first. So you have to see how you die. And then you'd
Looks
go to
like
the
there aren't any
mortician.
other clues here.
If they don't have to keep your body.
And just burn that shit.
Well, that's cremation.
Yeah.
So you want to be burned?
Well,
I want to
satisfied?
burn this place down.
No. Well, satisfied.
Right now.
Hey, Talma. Is Tara the culprit?
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Doesn't mean she can't control shit.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow.
Yeah.
Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the
Phenomenon.
Philadelphia
Sorry, every time he
experiment
says
had
that, I'm
happened.
like,
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation.
stop with the hand thing. Wait, I know how to do it now. I don't even know if it's humanly possible. Did it.
It's like, it barely even...
It's okay, the only thing that's not possible is connecting those pinkies together.
Like, you kind of have to cup it.
Yeah. There we
That's
go.
why it looks like ass. 'Cause you have to, like, cup it in it.
Yeah. What do you think?
That's pretty much what she's doing.
Yeah. Does it look like...
Hand reveal.
Does it look like the X's?
No.
Come on. You couldn't think of anything
A
better?
false world created
maybe-
by a program.
No one can see what you're doing.
I know, I'm showing you. Like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 X's.
Well, it's not,
9, but
quadruple X or whatever.
yeah.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's
Yeah,
possible.
it's a PR stunt for eyes.
But the now message Cher sent Jinpei.
I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Before all the students got there, yeah.
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei.
What about the security cameras?
I checked
All
the footage,
down.
but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas.
Yeah,
security
even
cameras
Genny
don't
said
cover.
it.
Yeah.
Any cameras on campus?
Good God, Ryuki, where'd your eyeballs go? Your, like, pupils?
None.
He's dead. He's done.
Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking.
Well, we know it can't be Genny because
In any case, let's go see
both
Tokiko.
of the enemies we've seen that are suspects are, like, slim people, so...
Slim waist.
I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
What do you mean by that?
That was my first thought. She was like, She smiled when she said that.
Until you're satisfied.
Until you're satisfied. Elephant.
Elephant.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Oh,
Fucking
girl.
stop with that shit.
Put that away. That should count as indecent exposure. Get out.
As you know, this is the president's office at the Nai's Japan branch.
The world is full of rubbish.
Okay.
Such things should all be washed away.
Oh, that's what the room's for.
That was my thinking when I designed this room.
You designed it.
Yes, the flow of water cleanses one's heart.
You know, you should jump into it.
Just like the flow of time.
Oh, fucking God, stop with the hand shit. Put that.
Not really. She's a kind woman, but I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something. As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his
Can you
duties.
do it? No. Okay, so
No.
no,
Later.
fun fact, it's not this, it's this. You join your thumbs together before you do, and then you cup it.
Well, I hate this.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
Right? You're not getting
These
a raise.
aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What a degenerate.
It's Mamoru, Tokiko's secretary and bodyguard, an absolute pervert wearing a black bra on his face. It's Tokiko Shigure, president of Nai's Japan.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible.
That's
We live in a
sacrilege. Don't say
simulation.
that.
Don't say that
This
to her,
is a
she'll
fake
kill you.
world created by a program?
Stop. She's gonna wash you away.
Impossible. Simulation theory is
That's what
nothing
this
but
room is
occult
for, so when she
nonsense.
shoots and kills somebody on this bridge, they just wash away down into, like, the basement.
Just a ludicrous myth,
Oh,
like
basement.
UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa.
Oh, but I like Kappa.
I'm sure
Make
there are
them spill
people
the
who
water
like
on
to
their head.
believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of Nais have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if
You
Nice
sure
is
about
the
that?
one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video.
She's a good fucking god.
What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nais in it?
Tokiko unironically calls people NPCs.
No.
Literally. The player behind you.
I could see that. Did you know someone named
No.
Junpei?
I don't.
Then do you know about
NPC.
terror?
I know she's
I've heard that name on the news, yes.
But she says it like it's like a bad word.
Yeah.
This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but
Okay. Sorry. Stop.
I have absolutely
What'd you
no
call
idea.
me?
What'd you call me?
I'm sorry I can't help you, but I know of the incident, of course. However,
yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of Nais. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well,
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and Nais are heading in completely different directions.
perhaps Nais and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that Nais and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory.
Who's our voice actor?
In that respect, we are comrades.
What do Nai and the Order of Percent believe in?
We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nais believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it forever.
Forever.
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things
GTA?
up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false
understand
world
the
created
reference.
by someone, Then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
You find anything interesting?
Nothing that you would know.
You sure?
Yeah.
I swear I saw the B movie on there.
There was no B movie. It was
Oh.
Megamind, but the new one.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Ooh, what kind of music do you like? Death metal, grindcore.
Ooh.
Symphonic? Let's do symphonic. Fuck. It's like Spongy Cake. Is that Hitomi again?
Yeah.
Hi, IB.
We're done for.
What is your preferred cacao ratio in chocolate? 0%. No, that'd be probably crazy or impish.
Well, would that mean like dark chocolate?
Say that again?
Dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate is more pure cacao than milk chocolate.
Exactly. So like how dark do you like your chocolate? That's the question.
0% would be like no chocolate. 60 would be milk. 30% would be white.
Let me look up an example. Because I feel like
it doesn't exist. How can you have... I feel like it's gonna pull up a white chocolate.
no, but if you look at like the Ghirardelli chocolates, they always have the percentage and it's how dark the chocolate would be.
No, 100% cacao is dark chocolate.
That... Just pick a number. My goodness.
Right? Am I right though?
What do you mean?
Doesn't cacao make chocolate?
Yes.
So if it's 100%, that's dark chocolate.
Yes. What are we arguing
I
on?
thought you were saying 0% is dark chocolate.
No. Okay. I'm gonna hurt you.
Stop looking at chocolate. Which one do you think would give us brave?
100? Or maybe that's crazy. Yep. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Can we just restart her again then?
I mean, that's up to you. I mean...
We gotta get brave. I'm sorry, we gotta get brave. Which one do you want? We said friends last time, right? Nothing needs to be done.
Superpower. Maybe that's brave.
Yes! Okay, we've got a good start. Alright, sorry, let's continue.
That was painful.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth.
Oop.
Eternal youth is a lie.
How old are you, girl?
By the way, Mr. Ryuki,
Do you know how old she is?
do you remember
40?
what you said
Isn't she like
earlier?
up in the 40s?
You can double check.
I don't want to check actually.
Simulation theory is nothing but
80?
occult nonsense.
20 million?
That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not a cult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter.
Yeah, but also esteemed scientists have also given serious thought to like demons and devils, but once they prove it's not true, they move on.
The theory was originally proposed
Like,
by a
that's the thing.
Swedish philosopher.
Almost every scientist has given a deep thought
However,
into it.
the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it.
Schrodinger's cat.
The holographic
Whatever.
principle.
The world
theory
is
of
an
relativity.
illusion and not an illusion at the same time in the box until it is shown.
The measurement
The universe
problem
is
in
in a
quantum
box.
theory can also be considered
We're
proof.
also with the universe in the box. So until somebody can prove that in the box, okay.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere. But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon. Only what observers see and experience.
Like rendering distance.
Take the measurement problem in quantum theory. It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave. Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't
Really?
be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
Let me explain the double slit experiment. We shoot a ray of light toward a board with two slits with a screen behind it. This causes the rays to be distorted to look like stripes. This is because the light has the property of a wave. Then, what would happen if we shot light molecules one at a time? Light molecules will show up as a dot on the screen. By continuously doing this, the stripes will appear. Why is this? Light molecules are only being shot one by one, so the board shouldn't have an effect. The next part of this experiment was done using a detection device to see which slit the molecule went through. This caused the stripes to disappear and only two lines appear on the screen. Isn't that interesting? When it's not being observed, they appear as waves, but as soon as you try to observe it, they appear as lines. This is the gist of the detection problem in molecular theory. Cool.
Damn.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It's known that the amount of information
It cannot escape a black hole.
trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane, just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world, only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
That's a nice watch.
I'd like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans. Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world?
Yes.
And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well,
Yes.
somewhere out there, probably.
I agree. Taking that into consideration,
I
we're left
agree.
with three
You can
possibilities.
outro her.
1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
My brain's
Yes.
breaking.
For real.
Additionally, the simulation in the real world may be a simulation itself, kind of like a Matryoshka doll. I don't even...
Matryoshka.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm not saying I believe the simulation theory. The simulation theory isn't too credible because of this aspect.
Matryoshka.
Yep.
I see. Then let us leave it at that.
Nice watch. Okay, fuck you. I see how it is.
Get out of my place.
In any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true. But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality.
I actually
Because
want
my
to fucking
objective
die.
is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Girl, that's called
Because
depression.
this world isn't real.
No,
There
it's
is
called
that,
enlightenment.
yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
What the fuck?
We are
So,
living in a false world created
We say
by a
no
program.
to immortality, but yes to resurrection.
It's different, I promise.
What the fuck?
Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation, or even...
You want... I'm scared.
I love her.
She's like a snake. Like, you see that little... Okay, well, you know... Have fun, my lady.
Smash.
Oh, whoa.
Huh?
I was
Who
gonna...
said that?
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Like me.
Has this woman lost it?
Yeah. I think so.
Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Watch it just
Yeah.
start putting itself back together.
Let's check with Wingsync.
Imagine we can't wink sync her.
It's like black.
Just avoid.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through WinkSync.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind, using a regular sync.
Let's drag her ass back.
You mind coming with us? Thank you.
I know my rights. No.
Damn, we're just hopping in?
Gulp. I think the next episode will just start with
Ryuki, just to confirm,
Yeah, we're
you
stuck in a
did
cutscene.
get permission, right?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
Send me in, boss.
I need more leads to solve this case.
Fine,
Is it just me, but did
I'll help you
Pewter's
for
hair get
now,
shorter?
but I won't be held responsible. Deal?
I wonder if that's like the best sleep ever for the person getting synced.
Look,
do they feel
Ryuki,
like gross? Like
please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Okay, he's being very specific about
Yes,
pushing this rule. I have a
understood.
feeling Ryuki is
Okay,
gonna break it here.
Let's begin.
6 minutes, Ryuki.
Please, Ryuki, I fucking God, please stay there. Get out at 6 minutes. Actually, Peter, I think I'm gonna stay.
I'm spending the night. Sleepover.
Sleepover in your mind.
I'm gonna break her.
Whoa.
No! Oh, this is a fun one.
Oh, I don't like this. I thought we might be invisible.
I wonder if this is the nice president's room.
Maybe we could stop here.
It's really white, though.
Yeah.
It's real white.
It looks like when you first create a level in a video game. Alright, well, that's where we're going to end this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.
For sure.
And I will see you guys next time. Alright. Good God. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.